I think DC in my heart of hearts, and obviously I'm not just talking, via my heart with conversations in mind as well. I think that was the last time we ever see Anthony Pettis, at least for now, in the UFC octagon. Final fight on his contract,
Mm.
new man, changed, feels to be in a great place, seems to be in a great spot. A lot of people focusing on Bellator. I wouldn't rule out PFL, but it seems to me, based on what he was saying, and also if you listen closely, Duke Rufus after the fight was talking about 12 years, almost like they were closing a chapter. It's and what a way to go out, right? A big win over an up and comer. Seems to me like Anthony Pettis might be going in a different direction. What do you think?
I had heard that it was the last fight. I don't think, you don't make much of it. And when a guy's getting ready to compete, with that being said, I would not be surprised if he ends up with his brother. But I do believe that Anthony Pettis is still such a high level fighter. He can go wherever he wants.
Yeah. I mean, huge addition to the PFL roster because they need a name like him. He's on a winning streak, right? So he's not one of these guys that's a cast off, if you will. He's on a winning streak, has won his last two. Remember, he beat Don Cerrone in a very close fight back in May. Would be a huge addition to the Bellator roster. The best part about it to me is he says he's going back to 55. I think
Mhm.
55 is better for Anthony Pettis. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, absolutely. That's his weight class. But the way he fought Morono last weekend was good, and he looked good, right? Like physically, he looked better than he has in the past at 170 pounds. So 55 is his weight class, but 70, man, physically, he had a six pack. He looked good. He didn't look a little chubby. At times, if a 170-pound man can look chubby, Pettis look a little chubby at times, and God, I'm
Damn, look at
calling
you.
someone
Look
chubby.
at
Like
you. Look at
DC
something.
calls somebody chubby, but I'm saying, like, when you look at AP and you see him in the best shape of his life, Saturday looked like he was close to that, even at 170.
Rob
All
Font
right,
had
let
a
me just say this real quick. Can I say something?
sure.
Guess it. I'm about to take my inhaler because I'm having a difficult time breathing right now. I don't know if you can even tell. Like I'm having a very
I just thought you were emotional because it was the final show of the year.
no. I'm having so
Take
much
it.
trouble breathing. My inhaler's on his way. My inhaler's on his way right now.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, do you want to keep going?
No, no, we'll keep going. Let's do this. I'm gonna grind through the king of the grind. We'll push through this, but I just want to tell you because boy, I got so much more to say. But as every time I get going, I'm like,
Okay.
fine.
Well, I want to mention Rob Font with the big win over Marlon
Oh,
Moraes, and Marlon Moraes. The decision to leave Mark Henry and Ricardo Almeida has not panned out for him. Massive win for him. Michelle
wait,
Pereira
but I
with
think it was more than that, though, Ariel. I think one of the themes of the meetings we had with him. I know we're going, but like we asked him about coming back too fast, and he said, "I want to compete." I think it might have been too fast for Marlon Moraes because for him to get hurt, and I know Rob Pondy is hard, but for him to get hurt like that with a jab shows that the chin wasn't completely refreshed from the knockout from Sanhagen.
I do want to ask you about Deron Winn, your
Mm-hmm.
guy, Mini
My
D.
little, he got it done, right?
He got it done. But Bisping's, kind of like needling you
He was
about these.
mad about that too. He was mad about that. Duran was mad.
Oh,
Duran was
why?
like,
Why?
he's like, tell Michael Bisping I'll take him down all those times. He'll be as tired as this guy was. And I'm like, hey. So then I call him. I go, was it the treadmill comment? He goes, it was the treadmill comment. I was like, it was hilarious. He's like, I love Bisping. He said, but man, it's hard to do and it's hard to defend. So, um, he did a good job, man. Now he's 2-2 through his first 4 UFC contract, and his first contract's done, and now it's time for him to start looking at what's next. So it's good.
Wow. So that really was a big fight for him. I mean, he really was fighting potentially for his UFC
It
career.
was a
I'm just
massive fight.
just curious, how difficult is it for you, honestly,
It
to
was
call
hard.
that?
I
Probably
I
harder than the
literally
Khabib fight, right?
it's hard. It's very difficult because with Habib, it's a finished product, right? I have
Mhm.
100% confidence that he's going to get it done regardless of who's in there. With Deron, I do have confidence in him, but there's also that worry, the little brother worry, and also the fact that he's fighting for his job and all these other things. So it was a hard spot. And honestly, the producer said, gave me the option. I was gonna offer you this one off because I know it's a big spot for you, but I figured it was better for
Wow.
you to be
Just
there.
to sit out the fight?
Sit out the fight, yeah.
Wow.
But
And you
I'd
took it.
rather call it. Yep, I'd rather do the job.
Good on you. Well,
Good on
all
them for actually offering that to me, though.
yeah. No,
Knowing
for sure.
the
Yeah.
place that I'm in with Duran, but he took the guy down a whole bunch of times, man, and to do that is so exhausting, especially when you can't hold the guy down. like Deron was having trouble holding him down.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.